out there. Once again, tuning in to Songs with Roger. This is episode 3, and don't get scared if you think you've seen more than 3 of these live performances. This is, I've been trying to structure some sort of format here, and so this is kind of the third official Songs with Roger, although there were a few others. And yesterday I did a special edition where I played only songs by the group Family. That's posted only on YouTube, I think. You might want to check that out. Okay, I already see in my comments that they're complaining about my tuning. We can't always be in tune. That's just the way the world is. Every time I try to prove I love you, 1, 2, 3 red light to stop me. Baby, it ain't right to stop me. 1, 2, 3 red lights. Every time I make a move to love you, 1, 2, 3 red light to stop me. Baby, every night to stop me. 1, 2, 3 red lights. Stop the game. You've got too much to lose. If you stop me again, that's when we might end. So don't refuse. 'Cause every time I try to prove I love you, 1, 2, 3 red light to stop me. Baby, it ain't right to stop me. 1, 2, 3 red lights. Every time I make a move to love you, 1, 2, 3 red lights to stop me. Baby, it ain't right to stop me. 1, 2, 3 red lights. All right, we're warming up with some 1910 Fruitgum Company, the masters of bubblegum music. And those lyrics are quite funny. And you gotta take them for that, just as a funny lyric. Don't take them too seriously, But nowadays, people seem to get triggered at the wrong things, so please don't complain about me performing some bubblegum songs, right? Oh, I already see some complaints. Oh boy. Alright, this song I heard just yesterday or a couple days ago, checking out the Space Force show, and I was like, oh, that song, I gotta add it to the repertoire. So it's making a first appearance. That's the first time I ever perform it, so let's see how it goes. It's a great song by Nilsson, and perfect for the show, I think. Music supervisor was doing their job. This can be rare. Bang bang, shoot 'em up, destiny. Bang bang, shoot 'em up to the moon. Bang bang, shoot 'em up, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I wanted to be Spaceman, is what I wanted to be. But now that I am a spaceman, nobody cares about me. Hey, Mother Earth, won't you bring me back down, safe to the sea? Around and around and around and around is all she ever do to me. I wanted to make a good run. I wanted to go sometimes it's not all that's cracked up to be being what you want to be. I think that was the point of that song. And thanks for tuning in, everyone. Hey Carla, hey Scott. So yeah, this stream goes out on a few places, which is pretty neat. It's live on YouTube, on my Facebook, and on the Extra Norwegian Facebook. And we're kind of celebrating a new album. Whoa. A new album this Friday. Actually, 2 albums, which I want to quickly plug in. Those are the albums. Pretty cool designs, I think. But I'm not playing any Extra Norwegian songs in these episodes. These are just songs I want to sing for fun. Plus, you know, YouTube doesn't pay me enough, right? That's the story. Alright, this is another fun song. Sing along if you know it. Been beat up and battered round, been sent up and I've been shot down. You're the best friend that I ever found, handle me with care. Reputation's changeable, situation's tolerable, maybe it's adorable. Handle me with care, 'cause I'm so tired of being lonely. I still got some love to give. Won't you show me that you really care? And everybody got somebody they lean on. Put your body next to mine and dream on. Oh, I've been fogged off and I've been fooled. I've been robbed and ridiculed in daycare centers and night schools. Handle me with care. I wish I knew the harmonica, 'cause I could do the harmonica solo now. Been stuck in airports, terrorized, sent to meetings, hypnotized, overexposed, commercialized. Handle me with care. But I'm so tired of being lonely, and I still got some love to give. Won't you show me that you really care? Everybody got somebody to lean on. Put your body next to mine and dream on. I've been uptight and made a mess, but I'll clean up myself, I guess. Oh, sweet smell of success. Handle me with care. Handle me with care. So that was a traveling Wilburies. I'm sure anyone tuning in is at least familiar with that song. But they may not remember all the people that were on that song and in the band. And that was a song that's kickstarted the band. It was actually going to be a George Harrison B-side. The record company wanted him to do this B-side, throwaway song, he put this song together and asked all his friends hanging around to come over and record it. Jeff Lynne, Tom Petty, Bob Dylan, Roy Orbison, you know, they were just hanging around. And the record label was like, you're insane, this has to become a band. And they did, and they actually were very successful for 1987, when you can kind of argue that was a very low point in music. And the fact that they had such a success, I think, meant that there was still a public craving for just good songs and a good time. Speaking of good songs and a good time, this next song, it's a fun one. It's a little tricky to play on an acoustic, but that's the fun of this this program, right? And so thanks for bearing with me. Once again, I'm Roger from ex-Norwegian, and this is a song called I'm a Cadillac. That's Mott the Hoople's I'm a Cadillac, written by Mick Rouse, who went on to Bad Company. And he did recycle a few Mott the Hoople things for Bad Company. I'm surprised he didn't really do this one. This is such a great song, and it actually would sound more like a song from 1976 than 1973. Is that where it's from? I think so. By the way, I don't know if anyone is into Zevia, but I got some Zevia caffeine free tonight, so I'll make it sleepy by the end of this. All right. Moving on. This This next band needs no introduction. I'm going to play a song by a band that calls themselves the greatest rock and roll band in the world. And of course that is up for debate, but they have some cool songs. I'm going to do a couple actually, I think, in the set. And this is the first one. Let's see. It's called All Sold Out. Why put the sadness inside of me? Why be some matter of fact? Why put this one bit of hope in me? You sold me out and that's that. Well, I hope that you're having fun with me. There's not much left to attack. I hope that you're nearly done with me, 'cause you sold me out and that's that. All sold out, I've never seen a mind so tangled, a girl so strangled. All sold out, I felt so green. It's just like that. I was put down flat. I was sold out, just like that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Last night, all sold out. I have never seen a mind so tangled, girl so strangled. All sold out. Well, I felt so green, it was just like that. I was sold out flat. I was sold out just like that. And I missed the point of you doing it. Your mind just jumped off the track. I took a bit different view of it, and you sold me out, and that's that. So while I'm on the C chord, I'm kind of doing the same chords. I'm going to do another bubblegum song. Dizzy, I'm so dizzy, my head is spinning like a whirlpool, it never ends. But it's you, girl, making it spin. You're making it somehow. It was getting a little scary there, I know. Sorry about that. Let's calm things down. Let's calm things down with this one. This is a song I really love. I love this band. They started out life as Kaleidoscope. Actually, they started out life as the Sidekicks. I don't think they released anything, or if they did, it was just very underground. But then they became Kaleidoscope in the height of psychedelia in 1967. And then when that seemed to be, no longer in fashion by 1969, they decided to change their name to the more progressive Fairfield Parlour and released one excellent album on the Vertigo label. And it's an album that has remained dear to my heart. However, I haven't replayed songs from that album, like just strumming. And this is the first one I kind of, I had to, these things don't exist on the interwebs. You have to kind of transcribe them. So it takes a little time. So I did a few, and this is one of them from that album. It's a song called Free. And let me plug the Spotting Hughes album features a song called Baby Stay for Tonight by Fairfield Parlour. So check that out. Comes out Friday. And that's one of the songs that is exclusive to the record. Hasn't been released yet. Take her to the ocean, step amongst the waves, cries when she asks you for, there's plenty to be said. Tell her about freedom, all the lies that you know. Wrap your coat around and put on a little show. Make cakes and give them to her. Fill a glass above the rim. If she falls, you may hold her. But if she's out, then come in. You know all about it. I have seen your white face. She knows you're good to be with. You are a disgrace. Free, we all know we are. Free, we all know we are. Free to fly, to drown, to spill milk. If she smiles, you have won. If she cries, you are lost. For if she knows about living and doesn't mind the cost, free is the only answer. Now it's time to go. So spread the new religion, put on a little show. Free, we all know we are. Mellotron breakdown. I don't have a Mellotron right now. While we're away, distance is done. We'll find out how life began. We'll find out. Speeding through the universe, thinking is the best way to travel. And you can fly high as a kite if you want to, faster than light if you want to. Speeding through the universe, thinking is the best way to travel. All right. Right now it feels like a real gig where you're tuning and having to say something clever. Like, oh, I totally forgot to tune the guitar before I play, sorry. Which I did. But it sounded okay. So, this is gonna be another song. A lot of lyrics. But it's kind of appropriate, I think, after what, I don't know, I try to stay quiet, but sometimes you can't be too quiet. So I'm gonna do this song that will explain how I feel, I guess. It's a song by George Harrison, and it was in fact the last song, technically the last song he released because it was the last song of the last album, which was actually released after he died, but it was, completed while he was still alive. Anyway, so yeah. I just hope I don't trigger anyone with it, but here it goes. not heard the original, I recommend checking it out. not love. It is love itself. It does not know. It's knowledge itself. How to know God. Page 130. They brainwashed my great uncle, brainwashed my cousin Bob. They beating down my grandma when she was working for the mob. Brainwashed while you're sleeping, while you're in a traffic jam. Brainwashed while you're weeping, while still a baby in your pram. Brainwashed by the military, brainwashed until the rest. Brainwashed by the media, you're brainwashed by the press. Brainwashed by computer, brainwashed by mobile phone. Brainwashed by the satellite, we're brainwashed to the bone. God, 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 why won't you lead us through this mess? God, 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 from the place of concrete. God, 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 nothing worse than ignorance. God, 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 I just wanna accept defeat. God, 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 must be something I forgot. God, 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 down in Bullshit Avenue. God, 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 if we can only stop the rot. God, 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 wish that you'd be brainwashing us too. So yeah, that's a pretty intense song, no matter how you slice it. And he even called his album Brainwashed. So I mean, he left that on a high note, if you ask me. So to change the mood a little bit, how about we do this one? It's a song by Frank Zappa and Mothers of Invention. Let's make the water turn black. Now believe me when I tell you that my song is really true. I want everyone to listen and believe. It's about some little people from a long time ago, and the things the neighbors didn't know. Early in the morning, Daddy Pinky went to work, selling lamps and chairs beside Merino Square. I still remember Mama with her apron and her pad, feeding all the boys in the cafe, whizzing and tasting and doing through the day. Ronnie helping Kenny, helping burn his boots away. All the while on the shelf in the shed, Kenny's little pictures on display. Ronnie says his moon is out a window in his room. Mom took the scene, dysentery dream. Kenny and his buddies have a game out in the back. Let's make the water turn black. Where we see them after school in a world of their own. To some it might seem creepy what they do. The neighbors on the right side and watch them every night. I bet you'd do the same if it was you. Whizzing and tasting and moving through the day. Ronnie helping Kenny, helping burn his boots away. And all the while on the shelf in the shed, Kenny's little pictures on display. Ronnie's in the army now and Kenny's taking pills. Oh, how they yearn to see the bomber burn. Colors flashing, thunder crashing, dynamite machine. Wait till the fire turns green. Wait till the fire turns green. Wait till the fire turns green. Alright guys, thanks for hanging in there if anyone's still tuned in. Although I have a feeling you may not have. I know the comments have gone very slow. I'm gonna do one of my favorite Who songs now. every idea in my head, someone else will say. And at the end of my life is there only love. Alright guys, once again there's a new album coming out Friday. Maybe I'll go live playing some cuts from it. But I was gonna do it before the album, but I think it's better to do it after. I think people will enjoy it better if they've had a chance to actually hear the record, and then they can have some sort of reference, right? And that's what Songs with Roger is about. I think if you know these songs, you're gonna definitely have fun. If you don't, you might not have a lot of fun. So that explains my why I have -5 people watching. I don't know how that gets calculated, but I'm sure it's a typo somewhere. Anyway, this will probably bring back the crowds. This is an encore performance of a song by The Family, and it's called The Chase. All right. So again, thanks for tuning in. think I have a very angry cat here. He actually doesn't like music. And he's camera shy, so he won't come over. We got a couple more here. And then it's time to wrap up. Roger, Songs with Roger, number 3, episode 3. Episode 3, wow. Time flies, doesn't it? So this is a song by good old Mungo Jerry off the first album. And it's like a cross between the Kinks and the Move, which is probably why I like it. Now there's a lot of lyrics, so I'm gonna probably be kind of focused on them because I only half memorize these songs, you know. Lost toys and had lots of fun, yes I did. Play moms and dad with the girls down the road. I used to pull their hair, I used to pick my nose, yes I did. Now I'm getting pretty old, and I can think back to the past. What about all the sweet of course, I mean this sincerely. I belong here and live stream. And if I could, I would be here live streaming 24/7. Alas, I can't. But I hope to be back next Wednesday with a whole brand new set of songs to play. And of course, if you have any requests, send them my way. Post them on Extra Norwegian or send me a tweet about it. And I don't make any promises, definitely. There's no guarantee. But if it's a song that I already kind of know, it's a good chance I may try to do it. And yeah, because I am going to be running out of songs pretty soon. I'm doing about 15 to 30 an episode, so. Alright, on that note, I'll bid everyone good night from the Grand Canyon and all the crew.